Hello astronomers! There is a moment every astronomy enthusiast knows. You see an astrophotography image and you think, I want that. Modern technology makes it achievable, but it takes time and experience to do it well. Smart telescopes promised an easier way. Point and press a button, get an image. But no visual observing, low performance on moon and planets, and no room to grow. That's why we worked with Celestron to develop the CPC Deluxe HD powered by PrimaLuceLab. In this video I explain exactly who I recommend it to. Traditionally, astronomy enthusiasts started with entry-level telescopes that are very limited in the moment you want to do astrophotography. The next step was assembling your own setup, and the upside is real. You can choose your preferred mount. You can pick up a completely different telescope design. You can add all your preferred remote control and automation devices, like motorized focuser and rotator, telescope cover motor, and flat field generator, computer and environmental controller. But choosing the right combination of components takes time, and it's easy to get something wrong. So we decided to create a new solution, an alternative both to do-it-yourself setups and to smart telescopes. We started from Celestron CPC Deluxe HD because its optics work extremely well both for visual observing and for imaging, and because its alt-azimuth mount is very easy to use. But since its mount would require an equatorial wedge for deep sky astrophotography, and since this would turn the telescope into something difficult to set up and operate, we decided to develop a different solution. The CPC Deluxe HD powered by PrimaLuceLab. These include the CPC Deluxe HD, a motorized focuser, a field de-rotator, astrophotography software, and optionally the Eagle computer and guide scope, so everything is already pre-selected, pre-tested and fully documented. And because the system is built on open, standard interfaces, controlled by Play, running on any Windows computer, it will still grow with you over time, with new cameras, new accessories, new techniques, without having to start over. But even if this telescope is wonderful, there is a limit you have to know. The CPC Deluxe HD powered by PrimaLuceLab has a maximum practical exposure time for deep sky astrophotography, around 3 to 4 minutes per single exposure on the 8 inches model and around 2 to 3 minutes on the 11 inches model, both with 0.7 focal reducer and autoguider. Beyond that, tracking error becomes a limiting factor. So, if your main goal is squeezing out the absolute best possible deep sky result with longer single exposures, a custom setup on a German equatorial mount will outperform the CPC Deluxe HD specifically in that area. The same is true if you want a completely different optical design or a very specific niche setup. In these cases, do-it-yourself is the right choice. So, who is the CPC Deluxe HD powered by PrimaLuceLab really for? It's for the astronomy enthusiast who wants high-quality visual observing, high-resolution planetary and lunar imaging, and automated deep sky astrophotography, all with one telescope, without spending a long time learning how to select and validate every single component on their own. One important thing to know: the CPC Deluxe HD powered by PrimaLuceLab is not a plug-and-play system. It still requires an initial installation and setup. That's exactly why we've prepared a detailed documentation for you. My book covers how to use a telescope in general, from visual observing to astrophotography, and how to use Play to capture your images. And for each CPC Deluxe HD model, we've written a dedicated integration and first step manual, guiding you step by step through installing the kit on your Celestron telescope and configuring everything for your very first session. That initial setup is the price you pay for something smart telescopes can't give you: real control over your own telescope. If that sounds like what you're looking for, this system is built for you. And as usual, for more content that will help you to explore the universe like a pro, subscribe to our channel and clear skies!